Hello, everyone. Welcome to the LODcast, episode 17, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, we're actually on a consistent schedule once more, which kind of feels nice. I'm going to jinx that now that I said it, but hey. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. And just as a kind of a shout out, I guess, we are now on Spotify as well. I find it a very convenient place to listen. I actually listened to our last podcast on Spotify, and it was awesome. So with that, how has everyone been since the last time we talked?
I'll go first. Like I told you guys earlier, absolutely nothing happened. My life has been very boring. I stayed home. I worked out. I played some video games. Not
Does
much.
using your right or left hand count as working out?
I use my left.
So do I.
It makes you feel like it's somebody different, bro.
I don't have the rhythm in the left, unfortunately.
I don't have the rhythm in the right, Scribe.
Nah, dude. Actually, I'm both. I'll just be honest.
Anyways. Who wants to go next? We'll pass it off to Matt.
Yeah. I'm still playing Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm here.
I haven't beaten Act 1.
I just got past Act 1 yesterday.
So I've just been playing that. And I've been playing Valorant. That's basically what I've been doing.
Yeah, I've not been playing many video games at all lately.
Cam, speaking of which,
Too busy.
I kind of gave it away, but you need to reintroduce yourself now that we're all going by first name bases.
Oh yeah, I'm formerly American Scribe, still called Cam now. Cammy Cakes, whatever you want to call me. I don't care.
Cammy Cakes.
That's what they call me at my work.
Of the bear in this gay orgy. That's what I call.
That's exactly what I am.
Alright, and then we have the last one, Mr. Talks.
I haven't really been doing much. I did get a bit involved with Redacted, and so that's been redacted. I'm expecting you to bleep those out.
You want me to bleep them out? Alright, I got you.
Do it.
Audience will never know.
Good. Other than that, yeah, it's been kind of boring.
That sounds like fun. Alright. I think we can move on to the next section then. This was pretty fast. Usually it takes a longer time to get through, like, whatever the hell happened.
Yeah, we're getting more professional.
But,
Now we just got it out of our systems already.
Oh, alright. So, Ash, brace for impact. Speaking of boring, the Xbox conference happened.
Oh my god, man, you didn't have to do that. Was amazing.
Yeah,
And they
it was
showed
boring.
Halo Infinite.
Yeah, the Xbox conference
But-
was fucking shitty, man.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
bad.
pretty sad.
Yeah, Matt, go ahead. Describe to the audience what exactly
So
happened.
basically, right out the gate, they show Halo. And you'd think they would show that last. But no, they go all out with the shit. So they show gameplay, and it was Halo. Like, that's the only way I can describe Halo Infinite. And the only, like, different thing is that they're doing, like, the kind of open world-ish thing where you have a map and there's, like, points of interest, and then now there's also a grappling hook. Wonder where they got that one from.
Oh, fun fact for you: Halo was supposed to be open world like that from the beginning. They just couldn't. Hardware at the time couldn't handle it.
I did not know that. That's very cool.
There are a lot of recent stuff about Halo. I've been
The reason
playing it since it came out.
Halo came first is because they were pulling a Todd Howard where they were going to do the Master Chief collection last. That's why.
Did they though? I don't remember. I sat through the end. I just don't remember anything
No,
about Halo.
I didn't even watch the conference.
See, I think what we're missing though the most about this is the game looks like shit.
Well,
Like graphically.
yeah, that's not the final.
Yeah, okay.
That's an early build, right?
Yeah, I do know that. I was actually reading up on it before this. So obviously, the biggest thing was that people were like, "This is supposed to be a next gen game. Why does it look like a current gen game, if not like an early current gen game?"
I was actually gonna say,
This
why is it
COVID,
like a PlayStation 2 game?
Well, according to 343, they're like, well, the first thing is we're moving back to a more traditional art style. So like the first trilogy, and
Yeah.
the second
Everyone
thing.
hated 4 and 5s. It looked so disgusting.
The second thing they said they were doing was basically like they're trying. Well, this is an older build, so they said they had a lot of things to polish up and all that. But in all honesty, I don't think they'll be able to make it look much better.
From what I understand, there already is a better one, but because of everyone being separated so far apart because of the COVID disease working on it, they were not able to get all the pieces together to get the current build running on time for the conference. This is still like pre-COVID build graphics.
Yeah, but still, like, for
That's
example,
my understanding of the situation.
like the brute at the end, who's like beautiful animation, by the way. I love the animation, but like the models of the brutes were so bad. You guys have seen the meme on Twitter where it's like the brute and it's basically just monkey.
Question for you guys though: do you think they kind of rushed the showcasing of this game because they wanted to like make sure people knew we're not dead? Halo's still here.
Definitely.
That's exactly why.
That's definitely why it looks so PlayStation 2 like.
Like you went from fucking holy shit, look, it's Halo. Then you went to Grounded, the new game from Obsidian. It's out on Steam. It was just you went from like when it comes to announcements, you go from really good, and then everything just kind of like fell apart.
Yeah.
And then there were like 2 games where it was like, oh, that looks neat. That was about it.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but I'm kind of happy with the direction Phil Spencer has been taking Xbox. Like, he's taken it back to the original idea of what it is.
Yeah.
That is, the Xbox is going to be an affordable gaming PC for the living room. That was the original objective, and they took a whatever the fuck detour the Xbox One was, and are finally going back to that. That's why hardly any exclusives for it. And there's the piece for PC stuff, because they wanted to get a big bite out of that Steam market eventually.
I feel like that might be the case, but I feel like there's also a little bit of they're trying to get you right in your nostalgia boner too.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Xbox 360 games are, in my opinion, were not as good as just the massive amount of indie original Xbox games that were available at the time. Because I grew up on the original Xbox, and the amount of just weird games of early start game studios is ridiculous.
Yeah, see, but
Don't age yourself, Cam.
I think with that though, like overall, like I don't know if they featured games that weren't like I think the biggest thing they pushed in it was the Xbox Games Pass, right?
Yeah.
That's great. That's like the best deal like in gaming.
Well, they're getting rid of
currently.
Xbox paid live now.
Even better. Like they're obviously making lots of moves forward, but at the same time, do they really have the content to support that?
Exactly.
That's the thing. They're trying to do the thing where if you have the disc, throw her right in. What they need to do is reactivate old video game servers. I'm telling you, that's what they need to do.
And speaking of which, I think of the announcements, there's like one other game. It was like remember the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids from the 90s?
Yeah,
that's the game that I just mentioned. It's
Yeah.
called Grounded. It's in early access and it's on Steam.
And I heard it was pretty good. Like all the streamers playing it. I've only seen like clips and stuff because I don't.
Yeah, it's very positive.
Is it like a Rust style game?
From what I can tell.
Yeah.
Because that's what it looked like to me, and I wasn't sure if that was actually the games. I didn't watch that much of it.
From what I can tell, it's a little bit more family friendly version of it.
No penises, just out in the open.
When that first happened, I was like, "What the hell game is this?"
Wait, they actually modeled the dicks?
Haven't seen Rust in months, and then I came back to it probably more like 3 years. I haven't seen Rust in 3 years. I watched it like a couple months ago, and I'm like, "This is the same game. This does not look like the same game. What is this?"
Wait, does that mean the rating on the game changes now?
It's rated X now.
Rated triple X.
Featuring Vin
Did you
Diesel.
know that X and triple X are not actual ratings anymore because of the porn industry?
Oh, for real?
No, dude, it's
Yeah,
actually
Triple X is
it's actually
Vin Diesel.
it's actually triple X for like Xander Cage, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
featuring
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah,
It's only rated X if Vin Diesel shows up naked in it.
Oh God, no
Oh
thanks.
no!
Wow.
I think I'm okay without
That
seeing
image in your
Vin
mind.
Diesel naked.
I just remembered that there was supposed to be a Fast and Furious game that was supposed to come out
Oh
Like,
yeah. What happened to
May,
that?
and it looked like a PS2 game.
Yeah, I remember we saw the who showed
It was
the
at the Game
trailer?
Awards.
Somebody outsourced their stuff to EA again.
It was Vin Diesel went up on stage at the very end of the Game Awards, and he's like, we got the new Fast and Furious coming up, right? Well, check this out, and then it's just like this PS2 graphic racing game, and it looks so bad, and it never came out.
Speaking of bald people, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan
Oh my god.
and his comments.
Yeah, all right.
about
I think I'll start with this one because I've watched like the clip. I've watched like everything about this.
Yes.
So, Joe Rogan. Who's Joe Rogan, you may ask? So Joe Rogan, for those of our listeners who are uninformed, is a famous podcasting personality. He's like probably like the #1 podcaster out there. Like, this guy's a fucking ape. To give you reference, like there's like this one clip where like he was talking to someone. He was like, "Yeah, man, that's crazy. Have you ever seen a moose? Was it an elk or a moose?" He's like, "Have you ever seen like a moose get hit by a car?"
Oh my god, I have.
And then they just played like a clip of a moose getting hit by a car. Cuts off this guy entirely just to do that. And like other jokes like involving him are like he'll be like talking to someone who'll be like, "Man, that's crazy, man. Have you ever tried DMT?"
Tried DMT, man?
And for those of you who don't
Tried
know,
microdosing?
yeah, DMT is basically it's like isn't it like the high chemical in marijuana? I forget.
Oh
but
my
it's-
god, I want to punch you in the throat. No.
What is it?
DMT is the chemical your brain creates whenever you dream, and if you take it while like fully like awake, you hallucinate. Get MF.
Yeah, so the joke is that he's a fucking ape. So this man is like
Wow,
talking.
man, what a racist! Calling a
Yeah.
man an ape.
Yeah, he's bald. He's like 5'2", extremely muscular. I wouldn't be
Mushrooms will do to you.
I wouldn't be surprised if he started like throwing a monkey rage on his
If
podcasting
you had,
table.
Yeah,
If you had to
watch
work-
him. Watch him just sit there and be like, "These fucking assholes on this thing called the LODcast. The fuck is that? Fuck these guys, thinking they're hot shit."
Yeah, Joe Rogan, we're calling you out. Come on the
Yeah,
podcast to
yeah.
defend yourself.
Hashtag
Oh my
Joe
god, can
Rogan.
we have a double guest feature?
Oh,
And
oh my
and then
god.
we get then all our channels get like 1 million subs because people start
Exactly.
liking us now.
yeah, because
have a
we
channel.
destroyed Joe
Oh,
Rogan with
God,
facts and
don't
logic. Yeah, but not. So basically, in one of his interviews, he's like, "So you could like video." He makes the case very poorly about video games like not giving you any real life skills that you can like make immediate money with. Like he'll say, you can go to a dojo and you can learn how to do like I think he
It's
said
Taekwondo.
yeah, Taekwondo. And you can learn that for years, and eventually you can open up your own dojo, you'll be really good, and you can teach people, and you can make money. But then with video game, let's say you don't play esports. If you just play single-player games your entire life, nothing's really going to come from it, like, in terms of money. Like, unless you're like the 1% in esports, you'll be like,
We are the 99%.
I'm just really quiet because I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan's gonna find and murder me.
Joe Rogan's going to show up to your door.
Don't worry, just get some pot and throw it, and he'll go after it.
Joe Rogan, I called you a bald man. I'm just spitting facts, but I'm sorry.
I mean, working years with Andy Dick will do that to you.
As I was saying though, so Joe Rogan said all that stuff. Gamers hate him now. Like there's outrage on Twitter. Like
So,
Joe Rogan.
everything that was said was taken out of context. He's talking about people who play video games all the time need to be able to do more than just one thing in their life.
Yeah,
He's specifically talking about all the people who are obsessed playing video games 24/7, because those people I do know, and they are pretty much useless.
Yeah, see,
Meanwhile, Sarah's looking at me thinking I'm talking about her.
I'm gonna back up Cameron right here. I did watch the whole podcast, and I can confirm that is what was happening.
see,
He put it poorly. I will fully admit. Joe Rogan put the whole.
It's almost as if the
poorly.
news lied to get clicks.
see, I think though, like, it's definitely like the bad side of being a gamer, in that we're hyperbolic as fuck. Like, if video game addiction is real, and that's a fact, I know for
What do
a
you think I'm
fact.
doing right now? I'm playing NHL 20 right now.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like, I get addicted to games. I am addicted to certain games that may or may not belong to Bethesda and may not have been cash grabs. Well, okay, closing statements on Joe Rogan. I think what he's talking about was okay. The way he said it was stupid.
Oh yeah, he was pretty much high when he said that.
Yeah.
Isn't he high though? It's Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan is
he's
only
not- As someone in the comments put it, Joe Rogan's podcast whenever Joe Rogan shuts up.
Hey, it can be a little toxic, but speaking of, toxic radiation.
Fuck you, I was about to do that.
that.
Damn it. It's my thing.
My thing, tears up.
But
But
yeah,
yes, Fallout.
who was it? Like AMC or like who bought?
No, I think it's Amazon that's doing it.
Yeah, Amazon's doing it.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm not gonna
Amazon-
lie, I'm actually kind of excited for it. If I can't
I
lie,
have hope for it.
I have hope for it too.
I have hope for it. I just know we're gonna get a token gay character and a token black character.
Well, yeah, no, duh. That's a
Well,
given. But
Here's what I'm thinking.
Amazon, if I don't get a token a token quarter Jewish, quarter Indian character, I'm out.
Can I just make a prediction?
go for it.
All right. So it's gonna be like this. The main character, he's trapped in the vault, but he's actually been in there for too long, and he comes back and he realizes that his wife is secretly gay, and that's just the whole show. He's trying to survive.
No,
While
no,
he's
no.
trying to put the pieces together.
You're forgetting something. His wife is black and gay.
Very cool mixed
That's right.
race
Directed
couple.
by Zack Snyder.
Definitely
And
not
secretly
cringe.
Batman. There's secretly
Yes.
Batman too.
All right. So realistically
All right.
speaking, I think
Yes.
And Mary Sue.
if anything, what they're gonna do is they're like gonna take like the story of one of the vaults that we don't know about. Like, guarantee it's gonna be a vault
it
they
better
make
be
up.
Vault,
Like make it like
it
a
better be
political
Vault
thriller.
69. Otherwise, I'm out. For real.
Yeah. Actually, if they make it
Yeah.
a political thriller, that might be cool.
I think
'Cause,
that's what they're probably gonna do.
The pre-war America before like the bombs dropped and all that. That might be really cool.
Yeah.
Just do it all from the point of the Enclave. I would actually watch the crap out of that.
That said, I think it's gonna be like they're probably gonna try and do a Walking Dead thing where it's like after, and like it's just the people
Well,
trying to survive.
yeah, that's
That's what
I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, something that also got announced around the same time. Uncharted is finally getting the go-ahead with the movie.
No.
Oh,
I don't know if Mark Wahlberg is still gonna be the
No.
main man there.
No, he's not. It's Tom Holland.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
Hey,
Guess
you got
who's
something
Sully?
against my boy
Guess who's
Tom Holland.
Sully?
Wait,
I
who's
think Tom Holland can play an overly masculine character. Is all I'm
wait,
saying.
but who's making the movie?
I have no idea. They've switched directors at least
like a
7
million
times.
times.
Yeah, we
Mark
could all
Wahlberg
pick
Sully
Witcher for this.
and Nathan Drake is Tom Holland now. I don't like that.
Wait, but Nathan Drake is supposed to be like in his 30s.
Nathan Drake's supposed to be like overtly like masculine, not a twink.
I mean, Tom Holland right now is playing a teenager in Spider-Man. Like he's like 16. How
Well,
the hell
yeah,
is he?
I think
How the hell is he gonna play a
they're-
30-year-old?
they're
Tom
doing. I
Holland's-
think
forget that he's playing a teenager. He could probably pull off playing a 30-year-old. He doesn't look like a 30-year-old.
I just
He's
don't-
a twink.
I just don't think he has the charisma that Nolan North pulls off. Like I don't think you can recapture that. And I 100% think that he cannot capture that.
Well, I thought that was a big issue with games in general going into TV shows and movies, because a lot of these people are going to have a hard time playing a character that we already have an established mindset for.
Yeah.
So when we think of Nathan Drake, we think of Nolan North playing Nathan Drake. We don't think of Tom Holland. It was like a big thing with The Witcher, because like, how would Henry Cavill be able to play Geralt? But he ended up doing fairly well at it.
Oh my
So
god,
it's
he's
like-
like my favorite.
Henry Cavill is a fan of the games. I don't know if that's the case with Tom Holland.
And the
No.
books. And the books.
I think this is actually interesting because we talked about this a long time ago before the Witcher series came out. It was on the L&L podcast, episode 2, I think. Something that never released for those listening. It was like our old podcast.
It's in the vault.
Yeah, it's basically amazing.
You
Great
get
reference, Matt. Because the Fallout,
it? Yes.
beautiful. But yeah,
Unintentionally, though.
we talked about it, and we had the same concerns. We're like, oh, his body type isn't the same as Geralt's. Geralt's supposed to be like really thin and kind of like what's the word? He's like extremely toned. But it actually worked really well. Like, I'm surprised at how well they did it.
Well, what I'm finding out is, as long as the actors actually do their research on the characters and don't pull a Dragon Ball evolution,
That didn't happen. We don't talk
Things-
about that.
Or Avatar, the last Airbender movie.
what's messed up is
Or
the guy
Max
that
Payne.
played Piccolo in the Dragon Ball Evolution movie actually watched the entire anime to prepare for that. Did you
Well,
know that?
the thing is,
What's
with
the entire anime?
It's a-
Fucking lord!
Yeah.
it's a lot harder to like transfer from animation to real life versus like a video game
Oh, I
which is
know.
already modeled after real life.
I think that I don't know. I'm still waiting I still have hope that there can be a properly done Dragon Ball movie.
But I think with like Nathan Drake, like it was based off movies like Indiana Jones, like the entire like concepts of them. So
Exactly.
it probably won't have that hard of a time translating unless they decide to like cram the entire plot of all the games into one.
I think it's being based off of young Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
I
so
think it's about that.
there's hope with it. It's just depending on which company is making the movie.
I think it's Sony.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Let me see.
If Sony's making the movie, I've lost a lot of hope.
Wait, if Sony's making the movie, is Sony trying to say that since they can't have Spider-Man, they'll just steal Tom Holland another way?
Maybe they are.
If I don't steal him
Oh
first.
no! Oh no!
Who is it?
You know what? Could be worse.
Who is it?
Ruben, I can't pronounce that, but I'll just tell you what movies he made. I'm gonna start off with like an oh no, and then I'll finish it up with oh okay. He made Venom,
Oh.
and then he also made the first 2 Zombieland films. I thought Double Tap was pretty good.
Okay, objectively, it's not a good film, but it was fun to watch in the theater.
Yeah,
I will give it that.
yeah.
But see,
like,
that's like all the movies he's made. Venom, stupid ass movie. I hated the pacing, but it was fun. It was stupid, dumb fun. And
other than Zombieland,
Like-
This is who I want to play Nathan Drake.
who is that?
That is Stephen Amell.
Stephen Amell. He plays
Arrow.
yeah, Green Arrow.
Oh,
He is one of
yeah.
the best TV actors that I actually wanted to see in a movie like
Yeah.
currently.
Not in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where they screwed him over.
No.
I feel like give him the right script and he can like pull off the charisma, but like sometimes he's like, I'll give you an example. The one time Stephen Amell was in a movie that I saw, it was like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and I was forced to go see it. And he was Casey Jones,
Yep.
and you can clearly tell how like uninterested he was, because he's just like, "Oh, I'm Casey Jones. It is me. I have hockey stick.
No.
I'm here, Megan Fox,
That's what happens whenever what's that guy's name directs a movie.
Michael Bay."
Yeah. Actors lose all interest.
I don't know. Michael Bay's movies are they're so much fun to watch. I know they're bad, but like I like seeing the robots do the funny noises.
They're so bad they're good.
Yeah. Does anyone
I
have
feel
any?
like Michael Bay films are okay until he starts making Chinese versions of his films, and
Well,
then
it's
we
not
get
like,
Transformers 159.
See, that's what he banks off of, the foreign market,
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
mainly in Asia. But the last
China
Transformers film
market.
flopped.
Yeah, the last one was terrible. Apparently, like it barely made back its budget instead of like blowing
I didn't
it
even
out.
see the I think the last Transformers I watched was the first one Mark Wahlberg was in.
Video game films. Sonic. Just make more of those.
They already announced Sonic 2.
Yeah,
I know.
With the
I'm so pumped.
Just
tails
make Sonic
at the end.
2. Sonic 2, and then you're gonna get a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off film
where he has a gun.
The Sonic movie,
where he has 2 guns,
Sonic
Hey, do you
movie
guys
was
think-
better than I expected.
right?
Do
I
you guys
genuinely enjoyed it.
Do you guys think we're gonna get a Sonic 06 film?
I think we should. I think
Where's-
it would really help.
Where Sonic,
That would work as a
Sonic
movie
has
better
a
than that.
romance with a
Think
real
these
human.
movies really get a
game.
bad rap.
That
I
game
think-
was so bad.
You know, I think the whole movie should just be one long loading screen.
Or better yet, a Sonic Unleashed movie.
The day stages of Sonic Unleashed were fun. I like to think.
I hated. I love the 3D up and around Sonic parts, but I hated the werewolf parts of that game so much.
I think Sonic the movie was it was successful as a film because they actually gave a shit. Like, remember the old Sonic design?
That was my keyboard. Oh no, my keyboard background on my phone for the longest time was the Photoshop of Nicolas Cage.
So,
As Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
so if it was a shitty like director and it was like just a production company that just didn't give a fuck, they would keep the design.
Cock off M. Night Shyamalan, cock off.
But then they just pulled the whole movie and they're like, yeah, no, let's just fix it all up. And they did. And then it was actually a pretty good movie that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
What's funny is if you read the interviews with the people who worked on designing Sonic, they were so disgusted with how it came out the first time. They're like, oh no, people will like this. It's very realistic looking. And then all that backlash happened. All the graphic designers were like, "We told you."
And speaking of nuclear bombs, we weren't speaking about nuclear bombs. The antitrust thing happened with all the tech companies, and like, I really just want to talk about privacy. Because like, the biggest thing at the antitrust meeting for all the huge tech companies, which included Apple, Google, Facebook, and then Amazon, was that people were super concerned about how the companies were basically just collecting information, including from other companies.
Listen, here's what was Mark Zuckerberg there?
Yeah, he was.
You know the picture,
Was
have you seen the recent photo of him
Yeah.
surfboard? He looks like a fucking
Yeah,
like
we're like-
Sin from Fallout.
It was beautiful. But yeah, no, they Zuck got it so bad because like they found his emails from a few years back where he was like, "We're gonna buy Instagram so they don't become a competitor," and that's illegal. You can't do that.
Big
It's
yikes.
almost as if that's why we have the Sherman antitrust acts.
Well, the thing is, these
I hope
companies
they
have been skirting it.
I hope they Sherman all of them into the ground. I hope they all do that because I'm a big believer in.
Chances,
I may be a libertarian, and I mean by far a big time libertarian. That right there, that's the one thing we should have.
well, here's probably what's gonna happen. The companies are probably gonna find some other way to like get around, or our government
fine.
systems will work, and we'll find out that basically all these people are actually massive monopolies, which I know for a fact Google is, because you guys saw the recent update that came out with Microsoft Edge tonight or last night.
Oh, what?
Basically, Microsoft Edge is no longer made by Microsoft.
Yeah,
It's
it's
made-
It's a Chromium.
Yeah, it's Chromium based now. They
It's still
completely
made by Microsoft. They just use the Chromium engine to make it.
yeah they don't even use their own source code anymore. It's straight up just using Google's tech.
No wonder this computer's so slow now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how like big these companies have gotten. And speaking of companies and privacy, TikTok. This is kind of in the same line.
Oh, I
Mike-
thought you were gonna say we have like some kind of VPN sponsoring us now or something.
Yeah, it's sponsored by NordVPN.
Sponsored by you guys. We're
Fastest
sponsored.
VPN.
You know sometimes.
Shadow Legends!
I fucking wish.
Yeah, so TikTok is kind of being forced out of the US, as we already know. Good thing.
Good.
I don't think it's bad
Thank God.
necessarily.
No,
But-
no.
No, it's a good
TikTok
thing.
is a pedo. TikTok is a pedo haven.
TikTok is really, really, really bad.
Speaking of which, Trump. So the reason I wrote Microsoft buying TikTok, it's because we did this in the past actually, where a president forced a certain company to be bought by American companies. So chances are TikTok might be sold to Microsoft because they've lined up to buy it.
Yeah, but Microsoft said they're not interested.
Did they?
Yeah. That was a thing that was going through, but I don't think it's going to because it really seems like Cheeto Man wants them out of this country.
No, I doubt it. There's going to be some company that acquires it because usually, if the market exists, it doesn't matter what your politics
one I heard
are.
Yeah, if the market exists, it'll find a way.
Nintendo's gonna buy it.
The dumbest one I heard so far was
Put it on
that
Switch.
the dumbest one I've heard so far was that they keep that Trump's doing this only because of the Tulsa rally.
That has nothing to do with it. It's more because TikTok got caught stealing people's user data.
Yeah, but that's pretty much every
Yeah,
Chinese company.
Yeah, it's not like any other company does that. Cough, cough, Google. Wait, what?
Yeah, cough Google.
That's
Google
kinda-
just got in trouble
that's
for
also-
helping the Chinese army.
Yeah, that's also kind of the reason why I want to talk about the antitrust hearing, because everyone's stealing our data. It's kind
yeah,
of
I
Everyone's
totally
stealing our
understand.
data, but the Chinese companies are specifically using it and then doing bad stuff with their
Well,
citizens.
what bad stuff are they doing?
Uyghur Muslims.
But that's the government, not the company.
Yes, but in China, it's a
Yeah, but
communist
they're-
state. Everything is owned by
they're
the
all-
government.
They all belong to the CCP.
Well, tell me, Mr. Talk. Say, for instance, and this is completely hypothetical. Did anyone get that joke? I was talking like Ben
Yes,
Shapiro.
yes.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that's what's up. I think we can actually segue out from that. Matt, you want to do the segue?
Segway. We don't have any segues.
I thought that's my turn to speak.
Yeah, it is. It's Cam's turn.
Cam, you want to segue
Yeah,
this
sure,
out?
you whore.
Anyways, after that abortion of a talk, no, cut that out. Do another take.
Oh no.
Anyways,
Hey, am I being
next on
called
our
out?
agenda.
Go
The
ahead,
next
Cam.
on our agenda here is stuff we all want to talk about. Asher, you want to talk about Obsidian?
Thank you, Cam. So, the Xbox conference, which we talked about earlier, happened. And one of the things in there was Obsidian's new RPG called Avowed. And it's, according to them, it's like their
It
Skyrim.
looked amazing, to be honest with you.
Well, it was
yeah.
it was a cinematic, well, it was a CG trailer, but according to them, it's gonna be it's basically their Skyrim competitor, the same way the Outer Worlds was their Fallout competitor.
I love the Outer Worlds. I thought that was really
I
good.
cannot wait for the expansion.
Something I gotta point out about this whole thing, I think
Yeah.
Bethesda really needs to be careful because they're gonna lose the market share
Yeah.
really, really quick because they haven't produced anything for so long,
Yeah.
and their competitors are getting out good games. Outer Worlds was a very good game.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
enjoyed it a lot, and
Played it.
Fallout
beat it twice
76
already.
didn't do well.
Like there's
Sorry.
a really
Sorry, Hash, but it didn't do well.
there's a really big chance that Avowed might become like the big game for this decade, because when did Skyrim come out?
2011. We didn't get a single Elder
Last
Scrolls game
decade.
for this entire generation.
Yeah, so
Guess so it
basically
doesn't count.
that Skyrim basically defined the 2010s.
Yeah, every open world game was
Yeah.
basically just Skyrim,
Yeah,
based.
Except Witcher 3.
that's what they called Far Cry 3.
It's like Skyrim, but with guns.
Dude, wasn't that Adam Kovic?
Yes, it was. He regrets it. I
He does.
actually
To this day, I think he does regret saying
I
that.
went to a Q&A for the channel, and I was like, oh, so is there anything else that's like Skyrim with guns? And he kind of sunk in his seat.
Okay, Todd Howard, I know you're listening to this. Get rid of the Gamebryo engine. No more creative.
All right, so
Come up with something else.
me and my boy Gamebryo, I think everyone gives everyone gives it too much crap. I think it's
It's from 1998.
an Unreal Engine,
like all of
and
them-
Unreal Engine is
if
from
I'm being honest-
1996.
Unreal Engine has been completely rebuilt up from the ground.
Yeah, that's the difference. It's just how well they've been
Gamebryo has not.
upkeeping
They
it.
just keep adding more plugins. They're pretty sure they still make it on Windows 98, which is why it's been taking however long to come out with a new game.
Okay, if I could say something about Bethesda really quickly. I think the reason that we're seeing, especially Obsidian skyrocketing, is because Obsidian knows RPGs. They made the Fallout series, right?
Yeah.
And I think Bethesda's kind of
owners
at
did.
fault.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But Bethesda's definitely at fault for this entire thing, because Fallout New Vegas was an immensely amazing game. Whatever you have to say about it, it really was.
Like to keep it,
And
like to follow the KISS
refused-
method.
Well, Bethesda just refused to do anything in suit. And they're kind of suffering from it now.
I mean, Fallout 4 was still a very good game, I think.
No, I love Fallout
I like
4.
Fallout
It's
4 a lot.
I,
Yeah.
I enjoy Fallout 4. It's up there, but it's no Fallout New Vegas. It doesn't have the intensity of, like, for instance, one of the biggest lines that you can compare is the line that Father says to you at the end of Fallout 4 versus what Kaiser says. Kaiser says, essentially, he gives you out his reason as to why he's doing it and treats you like an adult, whereas Father's like, you wouldn't understand why I'm doing the things I do. And that's kind of the mentality
But
between...
isn't he literally your father, hence treating you like a child?
No, you're his father. You moron.
Oh,
Yeah, you are his biggest
you're right. I got it mixed up.
But that's the kind of mentality that Bethesda has towards its players. They kind of feel like limiting your choices to like these certain things instead of having it so you can do in Moon, get your brain lobotomized and then run around doing dumb shit.
See, that's
like New Vegas.
that's why I'm kind of hopeful for what they do next, and it's why I'm really scared for
I love
what
how I'm actually
Obsidian's
playing
doing
Daggerfall
next.
Right now.
I'm really scared about Avowed. Like, what's gonna happen? Or is it gonna change the? If it changes the design philosophy of the next Elder Scrolls game, it might be for the best. It might be for the worst. I really don't know. Like, to be honest with you, I don't really like Obsidian games. I played Fallout New Vegas. It was okay. I didn't get too
Get
deep
out of
into
here,
the
you
game.
Whoa!
I
Oh no!
have
That's some smooth brain talk right there.
I
will
played
stand New Vegas until the end.
I haven't played the Outer Worlds. I heard it was good, but apparently their budget kept
I
them from
think-
doing a lot of things.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for Outer Worlds that disappointed me is that there wasn't technically an end game. So
Yeah.
after you beat the last mission, it just takes you back to the like just before you did that mission. So it's like, hey, just in case you want to play still, you can play, but it's before the end of the game. You know what I mean?
Wasn't Fallout 3 like that?
Yeah, it
I
was.
don't remember. Yeah.
So basically, the game would end.
It wasn't. Fallout 3 initially was, but then Broken Steel kind of retconned it.
Yeah, they changed a lot of it after the DLC came out. Speaking of
But
which,
still,
didn't you-
I hate when games do that though. That like just take it just before the last mission. Like Mass Effect 3 did that too, and that really pissed me off too. And Mass Effect 2 I think did too.
Yeah, no, I think it really just does come down to budgetary problems, which was also the big problem with New Vegas. So maybe if they get a bigger budget, they can really just like blow out the stops. But I'm hopeful. Really, just wishing for the next Elder Scrolls game, which won't be for like another 5-6 years.
Working on it.
Another
Well,
decade.
That's the thing. Like Bethesda really needs to be careful. I know they want to go to original areas. I know they want to try out new things with their new game. But at the same time, if you wait too long for a product, people are going to lose interest, and your diehard fans are going to leave. And I think the biggest example of that was Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 was not that good of a movie. I don't care if that's
no.
unpopular. But they waited way too long. I think if the game came out, or the movie came out like 3-4 years after, it would have been a decent hit. But waiting that long for that, I just sit there and think that's what I had to wait this long for, and that's what's going to happen with Bethesda. They're going to put out the next Elder Scrolls game, and everyone's expectations are going to be ridiculous because, oh, I had to wait over a decade for this game. And if it's anywhere near mediocre, people are going to rip it apart. And Bethesda's going to be ruined.
That's why I'm hoping Starfield is kind of like a change of pace, and it makes up for the mistakes that Bethesda has recently been making. But
I've lost all faith.
Bethesda's been making a lot of mistakes recently.
well, what do you mean?
Oh,
I-
Howard.
$100 thing like Game Pass to fucking Fallout 76? No
Well,
way.
Well, it,
76 in and of itself was a mistake. If
If-
they were going to release the game, they should have released it with Wastelanders as a thing.
Yeah.
They should have waited. They could have waited a couple of years and then
Nope,
released it.
there's pesky investors.
yeah, well, that's the thing. If they were just to get rid of like 76 and any multiplayer things they've done recently, their lineup is still really good. I think.
Hey guys, I think this is a great segue into our next topic.
Yes, it is.
Who else has been selling us the same game for 10 years?
Rockstar Games.
Take it away, my boy Eric.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have heard that GTA Online is going to be a standalone game now. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but
Yeah, what's the story behind this? I didn't hear that. I heard there were.
Yeah, GTA Online is going to be a standalone thing now. I am pissed off it's a thing because I already had multiple friends that were like, I can't wait to buy it. And I'm just like, you're buying the same thing. Like, I get that we've done that with Skyrim, but it really makes me irritated because if Bethesda's doing it and now Rockstar's doing it, other game companies are going to realize this and consistently rehash games just for a profit.
If this is what I have to put up with to get
FIFA
single player
players
DLC
laughing.
back, I'll be happy.
FIFA players are sitting in the background laughing at us. They've been doing this for decades.
Right. It's infuriating. And I despise this decision purely because it just goes to show that Rockstar is now in it for the money ever since What's-His-Face left. Their main...
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
guy.
yeah. The one of
And
the. 'cause-
I think it's going to be the beginning of the fucking end with Rockstar, because if they're just going to rehash an old game this quick too, it's not even like they had a GTA 6 and then like maybe another Red Dead or like Bully 3. They're doing this fresh off of GTA 5.
E3, whatever happened to
Like,
Bully 2?
fuck you. It's such an aggressive like move, and just it's clearly just a profit gain.
yeah, Eric, I think
like,
I
I
think you
don't think
mix
I've ever-
Bully
I
too.
really don't think I've ever heard
Bully
Eric
2, that's right. I did miss Bully 2.
something.
I keep hearing rumors about Bully 2. I would
Yeah,
love to
so
have
have
Bully
I.
2. The first one was amazing.
Oh yeah. But no, they had to ban the sale of that game for a while.
In Australia, they did.
Oh, that's Australia for you. They're upside down as it is. All that blood's rushing to their heads.
But regardless of which, I hate the move. I don't want the industry moving into an area where they just repackage a game and sell it 3 years, 4 or 5, 6, however long it takes for these games to come out. Just right
Hey, look,
after
man,
they
that's-
came out with the original.
That's anti-consumerism for you.
Because all they had to do was slap GTA 5 or GTA on it and it's gonna sell. That's exactly how GTA 5 did. GTA 5 is a great game, don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed and played the fuck out of it. But people know they're gonna buy it because of the GTA title. It's how Call of Duty is. Call of Duty sells millions of titles every year. A down year for Call of Duty is like 20 million copies.
Yeah.
Any independent company would love to see $20 million or 20 million sales. That's ridiculous. And I hate that this is becoming a trend because we see it all the time now.
It's because passive income for these companies is better than constantly reintroducing games. Like the FIFA stuff, even though it is a constant rehash, it's probably a lot more expensive than just using the same game as a base and just updating it for like 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it? It was like a couple of years ago, but it's like 2018. GTA was Rockstar was raking in $1 million a day, and that was after 5 years of the game had come out, and that was purely from the microtransactions.
Yeah, so clearly it works. It's just
Right.
it's disappointing. And also,
Yeah,
I want new content.
Right, Red Dead 2, in my opinion, probably has one of the best stories of our game, like the gaming generation.
Dude, forget the story.
Never beat it.
The horse's balls shrink in the snow.
I know, right?
Speaking of horse balls shrinking, how about we talk about our next topic? Because we are
Yeah.
actually way ahead of time. Oh, behind
next?
time.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get going places here in a bit. So, Talha, topic.
All right, so since we're on this tirade of games and gamers, I wanted to bring up what do you guys think about potential guests we may or may not be having in the future? Do you think they'd be gamers or other types?
I want to get Ninja.
I like getting a variety of people.
Ninja on here.
I actually have a friend who's a streamer who really wants to be on the show, by the way, and he wants to give us a shout
have
out.
you
As
even
much
tried-
as I dislike Ninja, I wouldn't deny Ninja because that would be huge for any of us.
I want Joe Rogan.
Fuck you, Joe Rogan.
Yo, Joe,
Be
come on the podcast
though.
right now. Otherwise, you'll
Yo,
be a
Talha.
fucking pussy.
Tyler, we're not getting Tim Pool.
Oh man!
But
Wait. Can we get Joe Biden? I want to see what he says.
The kid's playing with my leg hair.
Corn pop.
If we can get Trump, it's a great
What's
podcast. It's the greatest podcast.
It's a
on the planet.
great podcast.
This podcast is great. I love it. It is amazing.
I mean, we gotta do with China. Gotta build that wall.
I love how you guys
China.
talk about China,
Oh my
how you
god,
guys hate China.
we gotta get Trump, and then we gotta play Minecraft, and he's probably like, we gotta get
Ah!
the machine to build the wall. Looking at the villagers.
Imagine the memes if Trump played Minecraft. Oh my gosh.
So
And
amazing.
we'd all blow up from it. It'd be amazing. I could finally retire at the age of 21.
That would be amazing.
All right, am I ready for my topic now?
Yes, it is.
Excited. I don't know if you guys have heard about the rumor mill about Star Wars, but have any of you guys heard of the YouTuber Dictor Von Doomcock?
No.
Excuse me, what
No.
now?
His
What a
name,
great name. What a great
Dictor
name.
Overlord DVD or Dictor Von Doomcock, the future leader of Earth. He does a lot of leaks and stuff from insider stuff at Hollywood and video games and whatnot. And he's considered one of the most reliable sources on Disney leaks. Rumor has it that Kathleen Kennedy will be leaving Lucasfilms to work for J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
Disney.
since she's done such a swell job running fucking Lucasfilms.
What's the thing? They're looking to hire George Lucas back.
Didn't
Well, I
Ru-
mean, George Lucas has been a consultant on The Mandalorian and the Clone Wars series, which have been Disney's most successful attempts at Star Wars.
I know. And that's the thing. From what rumor has it, he gave up 3 requirements to get let Disney to have him come back. Move Kathleen Kennedy. He gets to make his sequel trilogy.
Wait, he's
Yeah.
making a sequel trilogy? What?
do we
His
get a George
his
Lucas
original
one?
his original script.
I think they're
No.
retconning the last 3 movies, and I'm very happy.
Yes.
Well, no. From what I heard, didn't they just retcon certain parts of the last movies?
Not
Well,
yet.
considering the last movies were atrociously bad, like all 3 of them,
Oh
all
yeah.
3 of them were terrible.
As a big fan of the Empire at War, not Empire at War. What's the heck name of those books? Thrawn. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because I
All right, let's just all take a moment to just remember when Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilms scrapped the entire EU, and then when the first movie got slammed a bit, she went, "Well, we had nothing to base off our movies off of." And it's like,
I know.
you mean all the shit you just threw away in the
You mean the
garbage? You're
hundreds
saying-
of books from the EU? I was so excited for like all the characters from the EU, but nope, they just threw it
Kyle
out.
Katarn is not in these movies, and I am very disappointed.
Dude, all you have to do is slap Revan in a movie and people are gonna freak the fuck out because the Old Republic is amazing.
Oh, I
The
know.
Republic is by far the best thing to come out of the EU. Changed my mind.
Yeah, I think the Yuzan Vong arcs were pretty cool.
I
like
did
that.
actually
Yeah,
I did actually hear though that we're gonna get a TV show with the Old Republic, which I would think I'd prefer more.
Yeah, Disney Plus series. And rumor has it it's going to be produced by what's the guy that did
John
Iron Man?
Favreau.
On Favreau. So the
Yeah.
guy who's basically saved Marvel and now he's saving Star Wars.
Oh
him
my
and,
God.
Him and Dave Filoni are just like sitting there. We got you guys, boys. like
Some people who think that Favreau is going to be the next president of Lucasfilms.
I
I
wouldn't.
wouldn't be
I would.
surprised.
Yeah,
He's
I would
done
be.
a phenomenal job at directing and producing
know.
over there.
I would be
so
happy with it.
And he's a diehard Star Wars fan too, and Star Wars EU fan.
Yeah,
So-
same with Dave Filoni though too. That was a
I
big
know.
one.
Speaking of movies,
Anyone deserves a raise at Disney, it's Dave Filoni.
Speaking of movies, Ninja wants to be a movie star. Man,
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Oh my
rather
God!
walk into traffic.
Just imagine the movie. In this action-packed movie, we have Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
Fortnite the movie.
Fortnite legend Ninja.
You guys know that movie? I think it's called The Wizard or something. It's like in the 90s. It's about like the Nintendo Power Glove or something.
oh yeah. I remember
I think
that.
they're just gonna do a reboot,
Oh,
but
no.
Ninja's the main character.
Wait,
And
really
it's
quickly,
about a Fortnite competition.
doesn't Ninja already have a comic series of himself?
Yeah, he does. He has a
Yeah, he
book.
does.
So you know
He
what's
has
gonna
a-
happen? There's gonna be a Fortnite the movie and Ninja, and it's gonna be The Rock because who else would like The Rock is gonna be in that movie? We just know it is. So it's gonna be Ninja and The Rock in the Fortnite movie.
Ninja's gonna play the weak little nerd rock. I'm not a nerd, but I'm really good at this video game because it's real life now.
If there's a Fortnite movie, I say let's just end it. Let's just end Hollywood.
Yeah. But what he said, let me get the quote.
We'll just Kobe Hollywood.
See, now you can you can yell Kobe if you're trying to be really accurate or just trying to crash something.
That's a-
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh wow! I did not get that joke till just now.
No, mine
wow.
was a crash and burn. It was real bad.
Wow. Censor that one. Wow.
You might have to censor that one. That was a little rough.
Too soon, buddy.
Keep it in, you coward.
Too soon. Fair game. Fair game, man.
I found the quote.
Quote.
So, this is from the Hollywood Reporter. Ninja says, literally anything and everything in Hollywood. That's what I want to do. So, voice acting.
Gay porn.
I mean, that is where they make gay porn.
So,
Step bro, I'm stuck.
get ready. Ninja's gonna be everywhere and he ain't leaving.
Fuck.
Oh man.
And speaking of being everywhere and not leaving,
You guys.
Mr. Talks, you want to take it to the next section?
All right, guys. Really quickly, this is the lightning round, which is from the community, but we don't really have a community, so this is from us, but we're pretending we have a community. Really quickly, spell ICUP.
I see you.
I coop.
Oh, he did it. He did it for you. And next, how many people do you have to sleep with to be considered big gay? This is a question specifically for Cam.
Not even one. Not even one.
Isn't the rule that like you sleep with a person like once who's a guy and you're a guy and like you're automatically like gay? I thought that was the rule. Like one time you're gay.
I thought it was
It's
not
not
you
gay.
just have to be-
It's not gay if you touch dicks. It's gay if you grope the balls.
Whoever has the gene, boys.
Whoever
Has
has
the gay gene.
But like, what if like you have the gay gene, but you're like that one guy? Have you guys ever seen that thing where it's like the black guy at the church and he's like, "I'm not gay no more. I like women."
Yes, yes, I
And
have.
like, apparently he's still gay, but he has a wife. So what if it's like that, where like you're gay, but like it just, you know, it was just like. It's
This
just
is
there.
some hashtag cancel level stuff, and I don't want to be a part of it.
See, I'll cut this stuff out just in case.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot in this episode that's gonna have to get bleeped.
Yeah,
And then anything else anyone want to put from the community?
I'm getting a porn star.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Yeah,
a
we're
porn
getting-
star.
Get ready.
Yeah, we're getting a porn star on the show, boys.
And,
Yeah.
well, and when we say that, we don't mean we're doing the porn. We mean we actually got someone who actually does porn.
It's gonna be an interesting conversation.
I have legit questions.
Thank
I think
God.
we all do. I think we all do.
I have questions that she's not gonna want to like. You guys are assholes, kind of things.
How's your love life? Is your husband's
I
dick
know.
big enough?
Certain people in here, cough, cough, are gonna be saying some bad stuff.
Yeah, we're only gonna talk to her about games, nothing else.
Yeah, dude.
No,
you
you're not,
never
I
know.
bet.
She might really like the game.
Actually, it's funny you say that. Most porn stars do like gaming. What? It's like they,
yeah,
from
I'm like
experience?
90% sure most.
Can't we get Belle Delphine here?
actually, she'd probably
dropping me down.
she'd probably like charge us a ton of money though, and that's a fact. Cause like she could make more money just tweeting once.
Not if we stand. Not if we stand for her.
And
OnlyFans.
she'll offer to pee on it on for us.
Oh, please do. What?
All right, so I think with that, thanks for coming down to the podcast. Like Eric said at the beginning, we're on Spotify. We're on like everything. Eventually, we'll be on iTunes. Don't know about that, but yeah, you can listen to the podcast anywhere. If you're listening to this on Spotify, thank you. It means a lot. It means we're finally legitimate or legitimized.
The day that we're on iTunes is the day that I quit.
Moving
Wow.
up in the world.
I'm
We
kidding.
don't. We
Hey,
won't
I'll take Apple's money.
yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is on YouTube.
Oh, wait, I don't get paid for this.
Go check everyone's stuff out. Yeah, it'll all be linked below. Thanks for coming down. It was fun talking with the boys about things that were probably gonna get cut out. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.